Today we decorated for Halloween. Is anybody decorating for Halloween? Are you in? Yes. I know. I didn't start decorating till I had kids, because then the kids are like, we need to cover everything in ghosts and skeletons. You know what I mean? You want to be a good dad. You don't want to be like Scrooge, like, we don't put fucking pumpkins out. You know what I mean? But then I'm not in charge of anything, so whatever, you know? Yeah, no, our house is covered in decorations. Are there people with no kids decorating? You guys decorating your house? Yeah. Yeah, good for you. You need some spirit. Good for you. You know what I mean? I wish I would have done that. I had to wait for kids to bring me joy. God bless you. You don't need kids. You know what I mean? But like, that's what I like decorating. My kids, they decorate nice. I'm a horror fan. You know what I mean? So I like, does anybody decorate their yard crazy? Like, I feel like you probably wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Because you're out there still decorating for Halloween. You know what I mean? Like, you're just pouring fake blood onto a Cabbage Patch doll, right? Like, I love horror movies, right? Like, you like scary movies, horror movies, but you ever just go past that one yard where you know they spend 1,000 hours putting out bloody tombstones and collecting dolls? You ever just, we drive past and we're like, this is fun, but you never just slow down and go, who the fuck is this person? You know what I mean? And for 1 month out of the year, it's exciting, right? I feel like, I could put out some cool decorations with bloody stuff and like horror movies. But then I would be afraid to be that person 11 months out of the year storing that creepy ass shit. You know what I mean? God forbid, somebody comes and fixes my furnace and looks into the basement like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean? There's just bloody baby dolls and all these skeletons. You're like, who is this? Why? What are they hiding? And then I have a documentary on Netflix. You know what I mean? I always wonder about those people, you know? I always wonder. I love scary movies. Like I said, I like to watch a horror movie, a scary movie, every day of October. Does anybody do this? I love it. I like trying to do. You like that? I love it. It's hard to do, right? But I feel I'm a movie connoisseur. I don't know about you, but I always want to know people's favorite movies because I judge them on, especially horror movies. I feel like, look, whatever your favorite movie is, I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay. You know, name one of your favorite movies. Name one of your favorite horror movies. What's your favorite horror movie? Night of the Living Dead, right? 1968 classic, George Romero, black and white. You're still scared because it's not about the zombies. It's about the people in the house that want to kick you out into the zombies. Right? It's scary, right? See, she's like, someone naming a black and white movie. I'm like, oh, okay. And local film, good for you. Anybody else? What's your favorite horror? Terrifier. Oh, look at you crazy ass person. You know what I mean? Just like that, the number 2 choice, Terrifier, right? Does anybody know Terrifier? Yeah. If you don't look it up because they won't like it. They won't like it. You know they won't. But we kind of know. Look it up, actually. Yeah, look it up. Go ahead. They're like, I like PG-13 horror movies. You're like, watch Terrifier, right? That says a lot. See, look, film connoisseur over here. This person hides bloody babies 11 months out of the year so they can decorate their yard with them, and that's okay. We need black and white film. We need Terrifier. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is I'm judging you. I feel like horror movies are better than a zodiac sign. Do you know what I'm saying? That's right. You're like, stay away from Scorpios. You know what I mean? That's right. You're like, I don't know. Maybe I'll get together with a Cancer. You know what I mean? Ask them their favorite movies. Really, try it out. You ready for Halloween, everybody? Yes. I'm excited now. I got kids, so now I'm supposed to be excited about Halloween. Before, I was just a dude, what the fuck ever. You know what I mean? But now, it's exciting. You got to decorate. You decorate yet? You decorate? Yeah. Now that, when you have kids, you have to decorate. You have to have spooky ghosts everywhere and skeletons and pumpkins. And you have to carve pumpkins or you're going to fucking get CYS called on you, okay? I don't know about you, but I can't stand carving pumpkins. You think pumpkins are going to be fun when you're a grown-up, when you're a grown man, right? Where are you at, dads? Where you're like, I'm going to carve a pumpkin. Yeah, with your DeWalt tools that you'll never use again. That's what'll happen. Yeah, carving pumpkins. That's what we have to do. But we decorated. Here's the thing. We decorate real cute, but I want to know the people. I don't have any friends that decorate real crazy, okay? Like, I'm talking about, is there anybody out there that has a yard that just has bodies and baby dolls with blood on them? You know what I'm talking about? Where it's just a baby with a baby head on a spike. You see these yards? Like, are you friends with any of these people? Or do they need help? Are they okay? You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. Like, I love horror movies. I do, right? You love horror movies, right? And you want to, like, sometimes I'm like, we should decorate our yard crazy. We should shit. But then, like, I don't want to be profiled. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want, like, what happens in fucking May when the police come by, like, oh, where's all your bloody babies in your yard now, you fucking weirdo? That's weird. Like, I feel like somebody's going to call somebody on you, okay? Here's the other thing. When you decorate your yard with hundreds of bloody bodies and whatever, dead baby, that's weird to say, you know what I mean? But you see the yards, okay? Where do you store that shit? Where do you put that all year? You know what I mean? Like, if someone helps you move, they might call the police on you. You better let them know that you have a box of Cabbage Patch dolls covered in fake blood somewhere in your house hidden. You know what I mean? I don't want to find out when I'm helping you fucking clean out your basement. Or, what's all this shit for? You're like, oh, that's Halloween. Are you sure? You're not hiding a Netflix documentary right now? Are you shitting me? That's creepy. That's not, like, and once somebody, they're like, oh, we put it all in storage. You better pay the rent on that shit, okay? Because if Storage Wars comes, they're fucking knocking at your door. They're not gonna like check if it's fake blood. They're gonna, holy shit, and then SWAT team. So be careful what you decorate with, okay? I'm not getting nuts. I told you I love horror movies. I don't know about you. I love watching scary movies all the month of October. It's fun, right? You ever tried it? Yeah, it's fun, right? And like, I always ask people that you do that, you watch scary movies. And one of the things, as someone who loves horror movies, scary movies, I judge people on their movie taste. Are you with me? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes. You meet somebody, and if it's the third thing they say, we're like, yeah, Transformers 4 is the best movie. Get the fuck out of my face. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. They're like, it's like a cinematic, fuck out of here. Hit the bricks. You know, I don't want to talk to that person, okay, whose favorite movie is Transformers 4. But I feel like your favorite horror movies tell me a lot about you. You know what I mean? It does. It's like, what's your favorite horror movie? Yell one out. The Shining. That's a good one. See, that's a cinematic masterpiece. 1980. You don't know what it means? I don't know. Did he abuse his kid? We don't know. It's deep, right? What's that bear doing? We don't know. It's creepy, right? You don't know if it's ghosts or he's crazy, right? It's a cinematic masterpiece. What about anybody else? Oh, Poltergeist. What'd you say? Basket Case? That's creepy. That's a creepy ass old movie. Anybody else? Saw? Did you say Saw? The Babadook? That's a good one. Here's the thing. I had somebody yell out, Terrifier. You ever see that? Yeah, you haven't seen that, then don't look it up. It's fucking terrifying, okay? Or like Saw, when someone says, oh, Saw 5 is my favorite, that's not even a good plot. That's just fucking cutting bodies up and they filmed it. That's all, you know what I mean? That's torture porn. That says a lot. That says you probably are putting dead babies somewhere to put out in October. You know, real ones, not real ones. Fake ones, you know what I mean? It says a lot. Like, what you like in horror movies, that's like, for me, that's better than a zodiac sign, okay? It is. Like, if someone's like, I like The Shining, you're like, oh, a nice Pisces, good for you, you know? If someone's like, oh, Terrifier, Basket Kid, you're like, oh, Scorpios, fucking get out of here, you know what I mean? It's creepy. I can't watch a lot of horror movies at my house. I can't. It's exciting. The family, we decorated for Halloween today. Everybody decorate? You decorate yet? It's exciting, right? It's exciting. It's fun to decorate with the kids, you know what I mean? I'm a big horror fan, okay? Horror fans out there? Yeah. Now, if my kids were not going to be, like, scarred permanently, I would decorate my yard crazy. You know what I mean? Like, all the, like, horror icons, but you know what I mean? I can't, you know what I mean? I don't want my kids to have complexes or whatever. Maybe you do. Whatever. Okay. But I always wonder, you people decorate for Halloween, but every neighborhood has the one yard that's just like, oh, they have fucking problems. You know what I mean? You drive past to work every day and you're like, where did they get 400 Cabbage Patch dolls and cover them in blood? When did they do that? You know what I mean? You just imagine like a person with a fucking job. You're like, when did they pay the bills? You know, like, when? They're just in their basement like, when are they bloodying all these things, you know? Like, here's the thing, like, I kind of like it. Like, I drive past, I'm like, that's rad, you know, good job, you know, whatever. But, like, I also am too self-conscious, you know what I mean? I worry about everything. I got ADHD, okay? I worry about what you think. I don't know if I want to be the person where just 1 month out of the year, the other 11 months, where the fuck are you storing this torture porn at? Where, you know what I mean? You know, that's what you're thinking, right? Like, if you went over this person's house and you don't know what they do in October, okay? And they're like, hey, can you help me move this shit out of my basement? And you open the door and there's just 30 bloody mannequins? You're not like, oh, this is for Halloween. You're like, I'm fucking leaving. You know what I mean? Like, someone's calling somebody. And you better store it in your house. If you're doing these kind of decorations, don't put them in a storage unit, because you better pay that fucking rent, okay? Like, you don't want storage wars showing up to that shit. And they're like, I bid the FBI. Call the FBI right now. I'm just saying, I want to decorate. Guys, that's all my time. My name's Aaron Kleiber. Let's get the show rolling. Let's go. Let's go.